planet, and welcome to this edition of Circle X Tech. We are today to share with you the most innovative ideas and enterprises in the tech industry. And our host is Rosario Casas. She's an entrepreneur, innovator, and a women in tech, specialized particularly in virtual reality and artificial intelligence. So Rosario normally lives in New York City, but during this COVID-19 emergency, she has reached her home country in Colombia, where she's also leading the way in the tech innovation in Latin America and the Caribbean. So Rosario, can you introduce yourself to the Circle X Tech audience, and also highlight the recent awards that you have been receiving recently, and the most important one is the legendary Woman 2020 by Ford Motors. So first of all, congratulations for that, and maybe you can elaborate why this prestigious award has been given to you.
So, my name is Rosario, as you mentioned, proudly Colombian, proudly Hispana, as we are calling this now, an Hispanic star. Basically, I founded BC Partners, a consultancy company, some years ago. Then I built VR Americas with very good two co-founders. And finally, we are, trying to help with technology to solve problems, human problems, and in this moment trying to contribute in a very special way. At the end of the last year, I had the honor to receive two very, very special awards from my heart. One of those is the Ford Motors Legendary Woman Award for the Hispanic females changing and contributing different industries. I received the Technology and Innovation Category Award in the New York area. And I really think, and the other award is the OVO Award. OVO is a movement recognizing the innovations where we are placing people first, where we know that if we are not solving the biggest problems of the humanity, we are doing nothing. Money is not just is not the tool to change the world, but having the people, and this pandemic is showing us that we don't win until we all win.
So you know, Rosario, that this interview will be broadcasted on Circle X Tech channel that is building a community of futurists, visionaries, disruptors, leaders, and high net worth individuals to articulate a vision of the planet in 2030. And this vision has been totally and I would say unexpectedly disrupted by this COVID-19 pandemic. So we are looking for your knowledge and your wisdom to better understand how new technologies can help us navigating successfully during these difficult times.
Well, Enzo, we are very fortunate that some technologies are in an advanced moment compared with some years ago, because that's why many people was able to identify and track the information about this pandemic, and with that protect other communities. Also, it's amazing how this is moving the collaboration and the co-creation teams to innovate around solutions. I will, of course, give an example from my country, Colombia. There is a team in Medellin, the innovation hub of Colombia, and it's amazing how they were collaborating, building a ventilator, basically to give it to the world. I mean, it's an open source project and is using all type of technologies the makers teams are looking how to create new protections for medical doctors. This moment is giving us also a lot of data on how pandemics are expanding and are affecting our communities, and advanced analytics like artificial intelligence will help very much for the future of the protection of the humanity. And finally, is a reality that is not just the frontier technology, the one that is playing a new and interesting role here, because now everybody needs to know how to use even the simpler tools of technology to be productive, to connect with their companies, with their people, with their teams. And also small entrepreneurs needs to understand how they are rebuilding their business models. And I will go back again to Ford, because I'm very proud to see that they were switching their production to start producing things that the world is needing in this moment of urgency. And finally, well, I'm so sad that nobody has a VR headset at their home yet, because it could be the solution to feel presence, like if we are with the other people. One of the hardest things for many people in this moment is understanding how to work without the people surrounding them, and the virtual reality could be a really efficient tool for the next times that are rising. This will be the new normal. The world will be different. We are never going back to the world that we were living in the past years. And well, technologies will be a solution for many of us, if not for everybody. Of course, we have a big challenge. Give access to the people who hasn't. Give computers to the kids who hasn't the tools to attend the school in a virtual way yet. And well, this is just the starting point to see how think as a global community.
Yes, definitely. Virtual reality is one of the new tools that we can use to transform this crisis into an opportunity. And by the way, this morning I published an article on LinkedIn that is titled COVID-19 Scares You, Envision Health and Success. And I start this posted by saying, envisioning is the mental process of imagining your virtual reality. It requires that you see, feel, think, speak, walk, dress, and interact as if you are already experiencing that reality. You can use this technology to boost your human system. So I wrote this post this morning, also thinking about the interview that I would have with you and the Circle X audience. And I actually am very curious to know your views about how we can use the virtual reality technology. I mean, the devices, the machines that we can put on our eyes to strengthen our immune system and any positive impact that can have on our health. So what is the status of science in this field?
So that's a very good point. Well, as we say in VR Americas, reality is built inside the brain. Our reality is not what is outside of us, but what our brain builds from there. And when you are using, and I will divide the technology in three categories for the moment. One is a virtual reality and 360 content, where I'm completely isolated inside of a headset. It means what I'm seeing is a real world or a digital world representing something. It means I can be like in a video game in an animated environment where I'm seeing things and experiencing things, or I can be either in Cartagena or New York City or Madrid or Paris. How? Because that content is the digital version of the reality, and I can be like there. Then for people who is struggling with being alone or being without the possibility to move easier or to go outside, that's a tool to open their brain and mind and feel as they could be in another place. The second thing there is it could be a training space. It could be a place where people can start learning new things, learning new experiences as if they are in another space. The second category is augmented reality. And with augmented reality, what we do, we can use a phone, for example, this or whatever, and or some goggles also, some glasses, to see the world, the real world, but you can see layers of digital content on the top of that world. It means in this moment I could simulate from my phone, like my house is plenty of flowers. Let's say I'm just and the third category is all the other advanced ways of mixing this type of content with other technologies like artificial intelligence. Let's talk about what we are calling now spatial computing. And this is basically the interaction of digital worlds. It could be the digital twin of a real world. Let's imagine this. In the near future, because of course, now that this will be a reality, social interaction will be a little bit more distant in the near future than it was in the past. Then we need to create ways to solve this interaction. Our lives were completely based in the real world. Then let's imagine that I as an employee of a production plant, can work from home, simulating the digital twin of my real environment at my home and interacting with the data that we can track from the sensors, what we call the Internet of Things. And all this interaction, companies can take advantage of this to start building their new business plan and their new operational model. I think, and finally, from the side of the immune system, because we all need to have our immune system in a good shape now. Humor, entertaining, or entertainment, all the interactions with other people are a key point for our immune system. And we can even see each other. We can create meetings. We in the XR community, as we call this, virtual reality and augmented reality and mixed reality, XR community, we are having meetings in the virtual worlds. There are many tools that I can share for sure with the people. We can place the links in the interview connections, but people can start trying even when they don't have a headset yet. If the person doesn't have it, they can use the phone and the computers to start. And for sure, the increasing of headsets and the need for a headset will be a new normal in the next days.
And yes, Rosario, thank you so much for sharing this knowledge with us. These are new concepts that are not yet well known and assimilated by the majority of our audience. So we are going to have a special show on health and how augmented reality and artificial intelligence can actually help people to boost mentally their immune system. And of course, that will not be sufficient to hamper a virus to get into the body, but certainly can help people to feel stronger and healthier. And in case the disease occurs, that will definitely help to recover faster and better. So you will be our guests on that show as well. And to conclude this interview, Rosario, one question regarding the projection of this new reality that we are living with the COVID-19 emergency. Of course, it's something new, and we don't have a crystal ball to visualize the planet in the year 2030. But if you would make an effort to see our society and our planet in 10 years, how would you see that?
Well, Enzo, this is a very important question and very big. I would love to have the crystal ball to know where the world will be in 2030. But for sure, we will need to have the technology used in order to augment the capacities of the humans. We should be augmented humans. The second thing is for sure lifelong learning. It will not be allowed anymore to have to be stopped where we are. Change will be the new normal, the new regular thing, and this will be growing and growing every day more and more. And the third thing is purpose. The company that will not be taking care of the people, of a human purpose, will be in trouble because for sure this moment is making us to reflect very hard regarding how we are one. It's not anymore me, but we, and we can organize that next session. We can interview and check some examples of things that are happening now, and that many of the audience could enjoy very much when seeing and learning about.
Well, Rosario, we will see together in 10 years if these predictions are correct. The world certainly is changing at a speed never seen in the history of humanity. So it will be very interesting to be around on this planet and see these dynamics unfolding. I would like to thank you sincerely for sharing with us your knowledge in this complex space of new technologies. We're going to continue this conversation. I thank you on behalf of the Circle X Tech audience, and wish you all the best in your next endeavors. Thank you so much. Cheers.